Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourself, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, days of the year, and important birth and death anniversaries of 17 June 2025, Tuesday. Bengali date, Dosra Asar, 1432. As per Benimadhupshil Ponjika, today's Tithi Krishna Shashti and up to 1212 hours, and after that Krishna Saptami. Today's Nakshatra Shatabhisha Nakshatra and up to 2256 hours, and after that Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Today is 168th day of the year. There are then 197 days left in 2025. Today is 24th Tuesday of 2025. Today is World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought. World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought, observed every year on June 17, is a United Nations initiative aimed at raising awareness about the critical issues of desertification, land degradation, and drought, particularly in arid, semi-arid, and dry subhumid areas. Established in 1994 following the adoption of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, the day emphasizes the importance of sustainable land management and restoring degraded land to improve food security, biodiversity, and resilience to climate change. It calls on governments, organizations, and individuals to take action in preserving fertile land, ensuring water sustainability, and promoting practices that help communities to adapt to changing environmental conditions. Today is World Tessellation Day. World Tessellation Day, celebrated annually on June 17, honors the mathematical beauty and creativity of tessellations, patterns made of shapes that fit perfectly together without gaps or overlaps. The day was inspired by the birthday of Dutch artist M.C. Escher, renowned for his intricate, mind-bending tessellation art that blended mathematics and visual illusion. Observed by artists, educators, and math enthusiasts, the day encourages exploration of symmetry, geometry, and pattern making through activities like drawing, crafting, and digital design. World Tessellation Day celebrates the intersection of art and mathematics, highlighting how repeating shapes can create both aesthetic beauty and scientific insight. Today is Global Garbage Man Day. Global Garbage Man Day is observed annually on June 17 to honor the vital and often overlooked work of garbage collectors and sanitation workers worldwide. Created in 2011 by John D. R. Wood, CEO of JDA Company, the day acknowledges all waste and recycling professionals. It highlights both the essential service they provide in preventing waste buildup and disease and the genuine risks they face, such as exposure to harsh chemicals, sharp objects, and dangerous working conditions. Communities are encouraged to show appreciation through simple gestures, offering a cold drink or thank you wave, while also advocating for safer working practices and responsible waste habits like proper sorting and not overloading bins. Over time, the observance has expanded into Waste and Recycling Workers Week, mid to late June, broadening its celebration to include the full spectrum of sanitation workers. Today is National Eat Your Vegetables Day. National Eat Your Vegetables Day, celebrated annually on June 17, is a light-hearted yet impactful reminder to prioritize vegetables in our diets for improved health and well-being. The day encourages filling your plate with a rainbow of produce, aiming for at least 5 servings by enjoying veggies at every meal and even as snacks. Originating in the US, it aligns with the broader goals of fresh fruit and vegetable awareness efforts and is often marked by simple celebrations like cooking a new veggie dish, visiting farmers markets to support local growers, or even gardening your own. Whether you are whipping up a hearty salad, roasting seasonal produce, or introducing kids to colorful veggies, the day serves as both a fun culinary challenge and a meaningful nudge toward healthier eating habits. Today is National Apple Strudel Day. National Apple Strudel Day, celebrated on June 17, is a delicious tribute to the iconic Viennese party, apple strudel or Apfelstrudel, a layered pastry born in Austria in the late 17th century and later popularized throughout Central Europe under the Habsburg Empire. Fans are encouraged to bake their own using tart apples, cinnamon, sugar, or to sample local bakery versions, enjoying it anytime from breakfast to dessert. With its crispy paper-thin dough folded around a warm, fragrant filling, the strudel is often served with a dusting of powdered sugar, whipped cream, vanilla sauce, or ice cream, and each bite celebrates a centuries-old culinary tradition. Today is National Stewart's Root Beer Day. National Stewart's Root Beer Day is celebrated every year on June 17, honoring the nostalgic American classic Stewart's Fountain Classics Root Beer, which was which was first crafted in 1924 by Frank Stewart, a school teacher turned entrepreneur in Mansfield, Ohio, who started by serving root beer from a small stand. Over the decades, Stewart's expanded into a beloved brand known for its creamy, sarsaparilla tinged flavor, bottled sodas, and signature floats served at vintage-style drive-ins. Bottled by Cable Car Beverage in 1990 and now part of Keurig Dr Pepper, Stewart's Root Beer was even crowned top root beer at the World Cup of Root Beer in 2006. On this day, fans are encouraged to enjoy a frosty cold glass, perhaps with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, a root beer float, or even host a blind tasting to compare Stewart's against other brands, celebrating both old school flavor and summertime nostalgia. Today is World Crocodile Day. World Crocodile Day, observed every year on June 17, is a global awareness campaign started in 2017 by the Crocodile Research Coalition and the Belize Zoo to celebrate and protect these ancient apex predators. The day highlights the ecological importance of crocodiles, ranging from saltwater and Nile to Cuban species, in regulating prey populations and shaping wetland environments. It also educates the public on threats like habitat loss, illegal hunting, wildlife farming, and climate change, while emphasizing the differences between crocodiles and their alligator relatives, notably snout shape, size, tooth visibility, and aggression. Celebrations often include zoo events, educational workshops, conservation fundraisers, boat safaris, and online campaigns using hashtag World Croc Day to encourage global participation in safeguarding these reptiles and the ecosystems they support. Today is National Mascot Day. National Mascot Day, celebrated every year on June 17, shines a spotlight on the spirited costumed characters, whether animals, objects, or animated figures, that enliven sporting events, schools, brands, and community gatherings. These mascots bring joy, enthusiasm, and a sense of unity to fans of all ages, often appearing at games, parades, hospitals, and schools to foster camaraderie and spread positivity. The term mascot traces back to the French word mascotte and became popular in the 18th century through Edmond Audran's opera La Mascotte. By the mid 20th century, costumed mascots had evolved into dynamic brand ambassadors and crowd pleasers. While exact origins of the day are unclear, it's become a grassroots observance inspiring mascot parades, costume dress-ups, and social media tributes under hashtag National Mascot Day to honor both the characters and performers who bring them to life. Today is National Accounts Payable Appreciation Day. National Accounts Payable Appreciation Day, also known as National Accounts Payable Day, is celebrated annually on the third Tuesday of June to recognize the essential yet often overlooked work of accounts payable professionals. Created in 2018 by IntelliChief, it highlights the critical role of AP teams play in managing cash flow, processing invoices, ensuring financial accuracy and supporting vendor relationships, all essential for a company's smooth operation and fiscal health. On this day, organizations are encouraged to show their gratitude through gestures like thank you notes, coffee treats, team lunches, or even granting staff an early leave, simple acts that acknowledge their attention to detail, integrity, and behind the scenes contributions. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Gopal Ganesh Agarkar, 14 July 1856 to 17 June 1895. Gopal Ganesh Agarkar was a pioneering Indian social reformer, educationist, and rationalist from Maharashtra who championed scientific temper, gender equality, and caste reform alongside his close, though eventually ideologically divergent associate Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Born in Tembu, Satara, he earned his BA and MA before co-founding the New English School, Deccan Education Society, and Fergusson College, and serving as the first editor of Kesari and later founder editor of the reformist journal Sudharak. Agarkar believed social reform, women's education, widow remarriage, abolition of caste prejudice must precede political freedom, a stance that eventually conflicted with Tilak's more conservative views. He also advocated for education for women to foster economic independence and counter child marriage. As the second principal of Fergusson College, until his untimely death from asthma at just 39, Agarkar left a legacy as one of Maharashtra's most influential rationalist reformer whose powerful belief in critical thought and equality continues to inspire. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Gopa Bandhu Das, 9th October 1877 to 17 June 1928. Gopa Bandhu Das was a revered Indian freedom fighter, social reformer, poet and educationist from Odisha, often hailed as Utkal Mani or the gem of Odisha. Deeply committed to public service, he championed the cause of the poor and worked tirelessly to uplift the underprivileged through education and disaster relief. He founded the Satyavadi Banavidyalaya to promote nationalist education and the newspaper The Samaja to spread socio-political awareness. A strong advocate for Indian independence, he was also a key leader in the Indian National Congress and a vocal opponent of untouchability. His life was marked by selfless service and sacrifice, setting an enduring example of humanitarianism and patriotism. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Anup Kumar, actor, real name Mr. Satyen Das, 17 June 1930 to 3rd September 1998. Anup Kumar, born Satyen Das on 17 June 1930 in Calcutta, was a celebrated actor of Bengali cinema renowned for his versatility from captivating lead roles to unforgettable comedic performances alongside icons like Robi Ghosh and Johar Roy. The son of singer-actor Dhirendranath Das, he entered the film world as a child artist in Kolkata in 1938 and spanned a remarkable six-decade career through the 1990s. Acclaimed for standout roles in films such as Palatak, Nimantran, Basanta Bilab, Moochak, and Dadar Kirti, he also earned top honors like the BFJA Award for Palatak and accolades from the West Bengal Natya Academy, Shiromuni, and BFJA recognizing his enduring artistry. Married to Aloka Ganguly and also involved in theatre and yatra, he remained a beloved figure until his passing on 3rd September 1998, leaving behind a rich legacy in Bengali cinema. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Francois Jacob, 17 June 1920 to 19 April 2013. Francois Jacob was a French biologist and Nobel laureate best known for his groundbreaking work on the genetic regulation of cells. Along with Jacques Monod and André Loeuf, Jacob was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1965 for their discoveries related to the regulation of genes and the role of messenger RNA, mRNA, in protein synthesis. His work on the lac operon, a model for gene regulation, was pivotal in understanding how genes are switched on and off in response to environmental signals. Jacob's research laid the foundation for molecular biology and contributed significantly to our understanding of genetics and cellular function. Beyond his scientific achievements, Jacob was an influential figure in the scientific community and an advocate for science in society. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Sir Arthur Harden, 12th October 1865 to 17th June 1940. Sir Arthur Harden was a distinguished British biochemist whose pioneering investigations into the fermentation of sugar by yeast transformed our understanding of metabolic chemistry. Educated at Owens College, Manchester, and later the University of Erlangen, he served as a lecturer at Manchester before joining the Lister Institute in London, where from 1907 until his retirement in 1930 he led groundbreaking research. Harden's most notable discovery was decomposing yeast fermentation into a true enzyme and a coenzyme, elucidating the essential role of phosphoric acid in these processes, a breakthrough that earned him the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1929, shared with Hans von Euler-Selpin. A founding member of the Biochemical Society, he also co-edited the Biochemical Journal for 25 years and was knighted in 1926, leaving a lasting legacy in enzymology and biochemical education. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Donald James Cram, 22nd April 1919 to 17 June 2001. Donald James Cram was an American chemist and Nobel laureate best known for his work in the field of supramolecular chemistry. His pioneering research focused on the design and synthesis of molecules that could selectively interact with each other molecules, leading to the development of a new area of chemistry. Cram's most notable achievement was his creation of molecular hosts that could selectively bind to specific guest molecules, a concept that revolutionized the understanding of molecular recognition and led to advances in drug design, sensors, and materials science. In 1987, Cram was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, shared with Jean-Marie Lane and Charles J. Pedersen for their work in supramolecular chemistry, which opened up new possibilities in the design of functional molecules. His contributions continue to influence the field of chemistry and related disciplines. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Moritz Cornelis Escher, 17 June 1898 to 27 March 1972. Moritz Cornelis Escher was a renowned Dutch graphic artist celebrated for his mathematically inspired artworks that explore concepts of infinity, symmetry, perspective, and impossible constructions. Using woodcuts, lithographs, and mezzotints, Escher created visually mind-bending works such as Relativity, Waterfall, and Drawing Hands, which challenged the viewer's perception of space and reality. Though not formally trained in mathematics, Escher's art was deeply influenced by geometric principles and tessellations, attracting admiration from scientists and mathematicians alike. His ability to transform abstract concepts into visually compelling images made him a unique bridge between art and science, leaving a legacy that continues to fascinate both worlds. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.